Hello and welcome to this week's episode of The Winning Post, powered by the Serum Institute of India. I'm Mandira Lalwani. Now, this week's episode is very special because we're going to be dedicating it to honoring horses, to give back in some measure to the species that has given us so much pleasure.
The essential joy of being with a horse is that it brings us in contact with rare elements of beauty, spirit, and freedom. Anyone who has ever experienced this will find resonance in these words with all their heart.
There's so many moments filled with joy.
Nothing else arouses such passion in us humans. Evidence of this love is prevalent everywhere.
I don't know, I think horses talk to me. I do understand them, and I do have conversations with them. People might think I'm an eccentric or I'm mad, but that's how it is.
From horse owners who treat their charges like one would their own children.
There's nothing more exhilarating than seeing these wonderful animals sort of compete aggressively. You know, when you breed a horse and it's very successful, it's almost like a child being successful. So that obviously adds an extra special dimension to it.
Just one, Jacqueline. I can't go beyond that. Animals sometimes play a great role in individuals' lives, and I'm a firm believer in that. It should happen to everyone, everyone in one lifetime should have a Jacqueline.
Hours and hours standing there outside the stable talking to the horses, and I just forget I have to go home. Till Naren literally has to drag me home. That's the love I have for horses.
To horse owners who dedicate their lives nurturing these animals from yearlings to champions.
Elisa Pimpernel, when he came to me, he looked like two boards stuck together. And I remember distinctly telling Mr. Brad, Sonny Brad, hey, why are you putting topis on the owners? So at that time he told me, you see what a good horse this horse is. Every single rider who rode Aslam or Jagdish or Pesi or anybody, one gallop they did and he said he's a champion.
She is like Alexander the Great, a lady version of Alexander. She went, saw and conquered. She is destiny's own child. She could have died 2 years ago. And from then on, her journey has been prodigal. She's been traveling to places, setting her own goalposts and achieving them.
To the jockeys who ride them with grace and with courage. It is indeed a blessed few who have the fortune of having their lives touched by the equine species.
मैं क्या करूँ, कितना करोड़ों लोग पैसा डालता है, इन लोग भी ये होता। मैं मामूली एक लेडी है, एटलीस्ट मैं आगे उम्मीद करके आगे आया, लेकिन सुपरस्टार ने मेरा लाइफ चेंज कर दिया पूरी तरह। सच्ची में सुपरस्टार में तो मैं कभी नहीं भूल सकता, कभी मीन्स नेवर। इसको तो वो रिटायर्ड होने से वो मैं लेके पालने का मैं सोचा।
living a dream with my eyes wide open. And I really thank God and I thank Alan there. And really, it's been a God's grace to have him in our life. He's really turned our life around at 360 degrees. It's something that we're going to cherish for the rest of our lives. Racing careers, and every moment of it is going to be wonderful.
The essential joy of being with a horse is that it brings us in contact with rare elements of beauty, spirit, and freedom. Anyone who has ever come in contact with a horse will find resonance in these words with all their heart. No other being arouses such passion in us humans. Evidence of this love is prevalent everywhere, from horse owners who treat their charges like one would their own children, to horse trainers who dedicate their lives nurturing them from yearlings to champions, to the jockeys who ride them with such grace that has everyone spellbound. It is indeed a blessed few who have the fortune of having their lives touched by the equine species. And it was to honor these equine beings that the Tata Housing Western India Turf Championship Awards were held at the swanky Palladium Hotel in Mumbai on the last day of the racing season. The evening saw the who's who of the racing fraternity make their way to the venue for the awards night that was designed on the lines of the Oscars. A first of its kind in the country, the night had everyone present eagerly awaiting the results. And the Royal Western India Turf Club spared no effort in ensuring that this would be an evening to remember.
Time for us to slip into a quick break here on the Winning Post, but stay with us when we return. It'll be with more action from the night of the Tata Housing Western India Turf Championship Awards. You're watching The Winning Post, powered by the Serum Institute of India. The Tata Housing Western India Turf Championship Awards were the first of its kind. It was a very glamorous, grand affair and hosted at the Palladium Hotel in Mumbai.
To begin the proceedings, the audience was greeted with a soul-touching Sufi performance with a sensational dance on wheelchairs by troop members of the Ability Unlimited Foundation. The founder of the group, national and international award winner Mr. Syed Salahuddin Pasha and his elegant dancers received a standing ovation from the audience, commending their spirit and grace in the face of adversity.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Following that, it was time for the Vice President of Tata Housing, Mr. A. Harikesh, to take to the mic to speak about their association with the event.
We are delighted to be associated, and while Tata Housing started in Mumbai some years back with projects and outskirts, you'll see us increasingly present in the city itself. We're extremely glad to be here, and thank you very much for having us here.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Abhishek Malik, the general manager of the Palladium Hotel, stated his happiness at being associated with the high-profile night.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me and my team to welcome you all to the Palladium Hotel, this very ballroom. This is not the only space where one could do an event or a wedding or a special evening such as this. There are many more venues. In fact, we are one of the very few hotels in the city to be able to host 27 board meetings at the same time. So there's lots more, apart from the lovely restaurants and nightlife venues in the hotel. We are a young hotel. We are new to the city, and it's a great honor for us to partner with the Tata Housing Royal Western Turf Championship Awards 2012-13. And like I was mentioning to Mr. Jain a little earlier in the evening, that we hope that this is one of the many beautiful things for us to do with them as we move along.
Mr. Vivek Jain, chairman of the Royal Western India Turf Club, then spoke at length on the awards night.
Let me first, on behalf of the committee of the club, welcome you to this very special evening. Fittingly, which is the grand finale of what has been an outstanding season of racing in Mumbai. The Tata Housing Western India Turf Championship Awards is with a slight twist this year. The association with the House of Tatas is symbolic of Mumbai, as the Mahalakshmi racecourse is as iconic as the Tata family. As we close the season, I just want to mention 5 or 6 events at the club which have really set the RWITC apart from many other clubs in India. We kicked off with our association with the Indian Cancer Society to raise money for cancer. We had a very special Zoroastrian race day, possibly the first club in the country to dedicate an entire race day to a community, and that was in honor of the Zoroastrian World Congress. We had an association with Passages, which is an organization, again, aimed at medical care for young children, and in innovative gesture, we auctioned horse heads, which raised money for a good cause. Perhaps our biggest achievement or our biggest endeavor was the inauguration of the Green Circle Foundation. The Green Circle was inaugurated by none other than Dr. Farooq Abdullah, the Union Minister for Renewable Energy, and Dr. Rajendra Pochori, who's a Nobel Prize winner, who specifically flew down to Mumbai to inaugurate this event. We closed last month with celebrating 130 years of Mahalakshmi Racecourse. As we know, that it is really one of the last living lungs of the city, and that we have completed 130 years deserved a small celebration. We had a dinner, and we again thank the House of Tatas to support that endeavor.
We're going to slip into another break here. When we return, it'll be with all the results of the big night of the awards. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us here on The Winning Post. Now, as promised, time for us to have a look at those horses that took home the honours from the Tata Housing Western India Turf Championship Awards. Of course, these awards were decided not only on performance, but also by way of a jury. So there was merit on performance and points based on those, and a jury that finally decided who the winner would be.
With the formalities out of the way, it was time to give out the awards. The MC for the evening, Mandira Lalwani, invited distinguished personalities from the racing fraternity to announce and present the awards to the winners.
And for this, may I please invite Mr. and Mrs. Magan Singh Jodha on stage to come and announce the winner. In the meantime, let's have a look at the nominees.
Amelia, Maple Star, Mirinsky, Starry Eyes, Vijay's Pride.
The pacey shroff trained Amelia bagged the first honour of the night, the Champion Filly/Mare Award, leaving behind competition from other worthy contenders like Marinsky, Maple Star, Vijay's Pride and Starry Eyes.
Champion filly or mare is Amelia.
Let's put your hands together for this exceptional filly. Of this evening goes to Amelia for being the champion filly.
The Neville Devlaliwala, Amita Mehra and Gaurav Sethi owned Allende, trained by Altamash Ahmed, won the Champion Juvenile Colt Award as well as Champion Juvenile Award for his tremendous performances as a juvenile.
Champion juvenile colt. You must have all guessed, I'm quite sure. Alan Dare.
No surprises there. Alan Dare is the champion juvenile colt 2000.
The Super Filly Amelia, jointly owned by Amita Mehra, Burgess Desai, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala and Mehrnoj Debu, and the Dr. Vijay Mallya owned Storm Tracker, were declared joint winners for the Champion Miler Award.
The joint winners are Amelia and Storm Tracker.
May I request Mr. Adin Aryalwala to come and receive the trophy on behalf of Storm Tracker.
Amelia continued her winning streak by taking home the Champion Juvenile Filly Award as well, giving her connections another reason to rejoice. It was an inspiring effort by old-timer Neffin, who gave a belting to much younger rivals to clinch the Champion Sprinter Award. Neffin is owned by Dilip Thomas and Sharper Mistry and is trained by veteran trainer Basin Chinoy. The Tata Housing Western India Turf Championship Awards began on a solemn note. However, the evening loosened up to some lighter moments as a stand-up comedian Ash Chandler had the audience in splits.
I have to pick a tone, I would say bargaining. Like, we don't even have conversations anymore. Everything in India is now a negotiation. Everything. I guarantee you, somebody tonight was supposed to say, hey man, we're going to the Turf Club Awards. You want to get there at 9? Come on, yeah, 9:30. Everything is that we're not going to say yes right away. We have to negotiate it up or down, right? Everything's a damn, but we're so good at it. We're so good at it that we invented techniques of bargaining the rest of the world hasn't even dreamt about yet. Like the walkaway is an Indian invention. You know the walkaway, right, sir? That's when it doesn't matter what you're buying. It could be a t-shirt or whatever. You say, kitna, the guy says 200 rupees. You go, right? You know he's going to call you back, right? I started thinking about this and I said, if we make Indians the hostage negotiators in any kind of hijacking situation, they would stop terrorism tomorrow. No, seriously, think about it. The hijacker's like, we want $10 million, we want helicopter. They wouldn't know what the hell to do. Then he's walking away, what do we do? Call him back, okay, 200 rupees, take everybody. God damn it. Ever since they send the Indians in, it's a sunset industry, this terrorism.
Native Knight, owned by Begum Sherwanu Lagat, representing Chetak Horse Racing Private Limited and trained by Narendra Lagat, clinched 2 awards on the night, the Champion Stayer Award as well as the Champion Older Horse Award.
For the Champion Stayer, the honors goes to Native Knight.
The award for Champion Foirol went to An Acquired Taste, owned by the Allende Connections, who also took home the award for Horse of the Year.
And the Horse of the Year is An Acquired Taste.
The Mumbai racing season saw a list of glitterati making their presence felt at the Mahalakshmi race course. And the awards night served as the perfect closure to this season, standing as a testimony that the sport of horse racing is thriving and things will only get better.
And with that, it's a wrap for this episode of The Winning Post. Remember, if you've missed anything, you can always catch it on YouTube. Also, remember to follow us on Twitter and like our page on Facebook. And remember, till we see you next time, may the horse be with you. Goodbye.